Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab on the shot. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Stevens. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Green. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The option look. He'll do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
On the run, it's Robinson. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Under fire. Makes the catch. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stevens. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hunting on first down, but why? Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man all by himself. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw. It's Green. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The screen. He can go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Finding open areas. He's loose. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A quick pass to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs at screen. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. One could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They'll go to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Singleton. Oh, out of space. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Arkansas, 17.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's going to take off. And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra. Return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Did a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot, and he's got it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really...
Touchdown, Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. And the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stevens. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Gets away from one. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a third and long. Off the play fake. Steps away. On the run deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle with Simmons. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell.
Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stevens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these.
Turning on the Jets. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Jackson will throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down play from the guy. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. Open spaces. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television, and so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Jackson will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snatches it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team it, triple team it, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it. Oh, that may be a little bit harder, but this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The screen, and watch out. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Using the quick game. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Auburn, 49. Arkansas, 31.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He is not going to get there. Stop short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. Actually, you probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Try to get it to the edge. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.